Hello friends, happy weekend. It is Sunday here today while I'm making this video, and the Packers are on in about an hour and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the school week now before the game starts. I'm going to start with my year 4 student, and I thought I would just invite you to see what it looks like for me to lesson plan and get ready for his work this week. We are doing Ambleside Online. We just finished up week 12. Whole term is done. And so far it's going well. I'm going to do a term review with my son pretty soon here, but for now he's outside playing and I'm just going to get him ready for the next week. So what I do is I get his binder all set up in front of me. This is his daily schedule. I get my binder in front of me over here, and it has the assigned readings for the term. This is last term. See how it crossed everything off there, finishing up. And then I get his whiteboard. It has his daily assignments, and we go from there. So first I start by using a pencil to cross off everything that he completed and narrated to me, either orally or with a written narration. So crossing off. And I notice on here that, as usual, I did not read to him his Age of Fable assignments, so we're a couple weeks behind on Age of Fable. I really need to stop letting that fall behind, because it really doesn't take that long. Age of Fable, don't let it scare you. The introduction is challenging, but the little stories afterwards are really not that bad. And I could probably let him read them on his own, but this is just our time together that I like to read it to him because I'm interested in it as well. So, yeah, so now we are 3 weeks. Oh, wait, no, we did Juno. We are only 2 weeks behind in Age of Fable. So now I have crossed off everything that has been completed from term 1. All the readings except those 2 Age of Fable readings. And we didn't actually do Shakespeare this term. We were supposed to start with Love's Labour's Lost, but I did not, because this is the first term we added Latin and grammar and dictation and written narration. And I wanted to get those subjects under control, just to feel out how year 4 went. He's a young year 4, he just turned 9 in August, so he's a young year 4. Want to give him time. I feel like term 1 readings were too easy for him, so I may be adding in Shakespeare this coming term to make the load a little heavier. But we'll see. We'll see. So now I'm going to switch over to term 2, year 4 term 2. A whole fresh new term, new books. I'm excited. We got new books in the mail. I buy them term at a time because I can't afford to buy an entire year's worth of books at once, so we buy them term at a time. And here is the next term's readings. So what I will do then is, I know that Monday is written narration day, so I try to give him a few readings to choose from on that day that he will enjoy writing about. He always likes to write about the Bible, so this week's assigned Bible reading is Joshua 22. And I will put a little pencil mark next to it saying that I assigned it. A little check mark. And then there's Trial and Triumph. I will go on to the next day because we already had a Bible focus on Monday, so Trial and Triumph will be Tuesday's Bible focused reading, Jonathan Edwards. I'm going to move Age of Fable over. We were supposed to read last Wednesday. We did not. I'm going to move it over to tomorrow as well. Callisto. Erase it from last time. All right. Then, chapter 1 of Abigail Adams will start on Wednesday. I have not read this one yet, so I'm going to pull it out and see how long that chapter is to see if he will be able to finish it in 15 minutes, or if I need to break up that reading over 2 different days. Adam's chapter 1. This evening I will be pre-reading it, skimming it at least, to see what he will read, because he'll read it on his own and come and narrate to me. Forward chronology. Oh, that's fun. There's a family tree. I like family trees. And maps. All right, chapter 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8 full pages. That's not bad. He can do all of that in one reading, and then I will not have to break it down. All right, so that's assigned on Wednesday. And Storybook of Science is much easier than I thought it was going to be. Don't be scared of that one either. Chapter 29 and chapter 30. So we can do that one. Science 29 on Thursday and Science 30 on Friday. I'm going to move this other Age of Fable over to Wednesday because Monday and Wednesdays are the evenings we don't have sports on. So we have a little extra afternoon time. I try to schedule my heavier or longer readings on Mondays and Wednesdays. Which one did I just erase? Age of Fable. Oh, Diana. Okay. Signed both of those. Madam How and Lady Y, only 3 pages. So he's got 1, 2 readings tomorrow, 1, 2 readings on Tuesday. We do a geography reading together as a family because I'm really, really behind on all of the geography readings with all 3 kids. So we're all doing them together. So so he's got 2 readings, 2 readings, 2 readings. I'll put this one, Madam How and Lady Y, on Thursday. Page, Madam How, Lady Y, chapter 3, pages 48 to 50. And the other Age of Fable we'll catch up with on Friday. Age of Fable, Latona. Wow, that is not a lot assigned for him this week as far as readings go. So I may add in, because he accidentally finished Robinson Crusoe early. So I'm going to go ahead and do Kidnap Chapter 1 a couple of weeks early so I can spread out those first ones. So on Tuesday, he's going to do Kidnapped Chapter 1. There. And I haven't looked at how long that is, so I might split it up over 2 days if he wants to. So that is all the readings that are assigned, and that is why I'm thinking maybe I should go ahead and put in a Shakespeare. We'll do that on Wednesday too. We'll do our first Shakespeare. On the Facebook group, the Ambleside Online Facebook group, they recommended starting their very first ever actual Shakespeare doing a Midsummer Night's Dream. The rotation says this term is, or this year is Love's Labor's Lost. I don't know which one to do. What did you start with? Did you start with the recommended rotation, or did you just pick one you liked? Let me know if you have a preference, or if there was one that you did that went really well with a young Year 4 student. But yeah, I will put it in and we will do Shakespeare on Wednesday of some sort. 2 readings, 3 readings, 3 readings, 2 and 2. So really he's not reading for more than a half an hour on any of these days. Definitely not more than 45 minutes. So then after I do all the readings, I pull out his math work, see where he is. We use and have loved Singapore. He's in 4A right now, almost to finish it. And yeah, so then I go and look and see what he is capable of completing, and I write down which ones he should do. So it looks like he could easily finish 1, 2, 3, exercise 44 and 45. I had a whole term schedule planned out, and then we got hit with fractions. Fractions slowed us down a few weeks, so now I'm sort of behind what I originally thought he could do, so I'm kind of going by the seat of my pants here, following his lead, now that we have finally gotten out of the fractions unit. 2, 46 and 47, exercise. What do you do for math? Do you like what you do? If you do, I would love to see a video on your math program and what you like about it. And yeah, we've always used Singapore for all 3 kids. It is working really well for 2 of the 3 and taking a little bit longer for 1 of my 3 students so far. But yeah, overall I like how the whole concept of Singapore, so I feel like it's worth sticking with for now, but I'm always curious to hear about your experiences with Singapore or with other math curriculums. All right, 48 and 49, he should be able to do the same day. 50, 51. Oh, he could probably do, oh yeah, 50. He could do 3 exercises that day because they're pretty short and the concepts look pretty simple. And then review. And then he's done with his whole first half of Singapore for the year, and it's only not even Thanksgiving yet. Yay. We started August 12th, so it's not like he has just begun. So, this is what his schedule will look like for the week. His assigned readings in math, he will use that page and this daily schedule to cross off and make sure he's getting all of his subjects in. I have this printout explained clearly, more clearly in another video, so if you want to know how this chart works, I would refer you to that video. But he uses that to make sure he's on track, and he's a pretty diligent student and does almost all of his work on his own, which I appreciate. I have to be on him because, like every 9-year-old boy, he sometimes will maybe not apply his best effort. So I do have to check pretty closely, but I mean, that's what a good teacher does, right? But I've really been impressed by how he has taken over and become an independent learner this year and handles his books well. And yeah, we're pretty happy moving into term 2. So how's your school going this year? I would love to hear an update about everything that is going on with you, and hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Bye.